Hi guys, a very good morning to you all. I hope you had a good weekend and now you are ready to take my classes again. So hope you are all doing well and stay safe and stay at home and take care of yourself and be good and study as well. But please don't take too much of pressure. Pressure is already very high and overpowering us because of this pandemic and this COVID-19. So just relax and get your studies done. Don't worry, go with the flow. Everything will be taken care of. So you are not the only one who is in trouble. The whole world is facing the situation, so we have to just wait for the time and be at home and be safe. Okay, so I'll start the lesson here. We finished at the revolution and its effects. We learnt about how the earth takes a full circle around the sun of 365 and 1/4 days to revolve, and the quarter of a day is accumulated, and after every 4 years when it becomes a day, it is added to a particular year to the month of February. That's why we have 28 days first, and then we after 4 years we have a 29 days, which is called a leap year. So those 1/4 days get accumulated and make that leap year. So we are done till there, and I had given you the homework also done to you on your last class, and it was been put up in the document section in the download tab. You have to learn those, write it down and see if you understand or not, and solve it and keep it, because when the school opens I'm going to check it. Okay, so please don't take pressure but learn. Another one thing I want to tell you is that handwriting, every day one page, please. Okay, read loudly, make someone hear you when you are reading, and then again check what you read and if you understood it or not. Okay, so it's going to be like that way. So please do make sure you do your spellings also, learn the difficult spellings, learn the difficult words. See, you've got all the time in your life and there is very less pressure there's no school pressure right now. So let's study at home and take care. So as well, I am also working here, getting done as fast as much as possible and trying to help you guys out, and let's see what we can do and hope for the best. Okay, so now we are going to start with seasons. I'll just first read and then I will explain it to you and we'll be done with this chapter. I guess today's class will be finishing, so you have the question answers already with you, and yes, the question answers are already given to you, so you don't have to worry. You can solve, it's already solved, the answers are given. So let's start with seasons. What do we know about seasons? You know that we have the most important effect of revolution is that it causes seasons. Seasons are caused due to the revolution of the earth around the sun and also due to the tilt on the earth's axis. You have already read that axis is tilted at an angle of 66.5 degrees to the plane of the earth's orbit. When one part of the earth leans towards the sun, the other part leans away from the sun. I'll explain it just now to you, so don't have to worry. I'm going to explain part by part to you. When one part of the earth leans towards the sun, the other part leans away from the sun. The part leaning towards the sun experiences the summer season, while the one leaning away expresses the winter season. So the tilted part which is towards the sun gets the summer season, and the one which is far away from the sun gets the winter season. Basic knowledge. There are 4 main seasons that earth experiences: summer, winter, spring and autumn. When the northern hemisphere experiences summer, the southern hemisphere will have winter and vice versa. Means when the northern hemisphere will have summer, the sun, it's towards the sun, so then the southern hemisphere will have winter. Automatically when it has that revolution again, the northern hemisphere will have winter and the southern hemisphere will have summer. Twice a year the sun shines directly over the head overhead the equator during equinoxes and once on each tropic during the solstices. Equi means equal and nox means night, equal nights. Equinox is the time when all places on the earth have equal day and equal nights. Sol means sun and solstice means the standing still of the sun. Solstice means the sun is standing still. On March 21st and 23rd September, the sun is directly overhead the equator of the earth. Experiences spring or vernal equinox and autumnal equinox on these 2 days respectively. On 21st June, when the sun is shining directly overhead the Tropic of Cancer and the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, it experiences summer solstice. Means the sun is standing still and they are facing the summer season. The number of hours daily goes on increasing as we move on to the north and beyond the Arctic Circle. There are 6 months of continuous daylight. All the places in the northern hemisphere have their longest day on this date. On 22nd December, the sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere experiences winter solstice on this day. This is also the shortest day in the northern hemisphere. Okay, I have read it till here. So now we have these pictures of the summer solstice and the winter solstice in your book. These ones. We have these ones and we have these ones. Okay, so you have to go through these, and in your answers also I have given you a picture. You have to follow that picture of revolution and all, how it happens. As because on the video I cannot explain you with maps or with a globe, so you have to just put in some mind into it and understand. If you have any problems, just put that message on the group which is there of Hertford, and I'll get that message and I'll instantly give a solution for your questions. Okay, so now we'll just go back a little bit. It's like there are two movements of the earth. One is rotation and revolution. We knew rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis from west to east once in 24 hours and causes day and night. Okay, when the earth moves around on its orbit once in 365 and a half days, it is called the revolution. Seasons are caused due to the tilt of the axis of the earth and its revolution around the sun. There are 4 main seasons. So this is what we have done in this chapter. Now the issue is, like I am going to explain you what we are doing about the season. Like in 2020, the spring begins with vernal equinox. Okay, Thursday 19th March 2020 11:50 p.m. summer begins with the summer solstice. Saturday June 2020. Autumn begins on autumnal equinox Tuesday September 22nd, and winter begins with the winter solstice on Monday December 21st. So these are the dates which I got to know about. So now what are the 4 seasons of the year? Like in most cultures, including all Western countries, the year is commonly divided into 4 seasons, and that is spring, summer, autumn and winter. And what else do you know? What are the 6 seasons? Like out of the 4 seasons, they are again classified into 6 parts. So like we have them as they are named as spring, autumn, winter, summer, monsoon and pre-vernal season. Explanation is this, I can say, explain it to you in this way. In a year, 6 seasons divided into 12 months equally. So we have 12 months, 6 seasons. So it's divided into 2 months each. So that makes 12. Okay. Now, what is vernal equinox? What is equinox? As I told you, is time when the places have equal day and equal night. So we have to come to know what is vernal equinox, isn't it? So what do you understand by vernal equinox? That you have to write it down, isn't it? So we'll come to know about it. So some things you have to do. Why is it called vernal equinox? In the northern hemisphere, the March equinox is called the vernal equinox because it signals the beginning of spring. Vernal means fresh or new like spring. The September equinox is called the autumnal equinox because it marks the first day of the fall of autumn. Okay. Now what happens in the vernal equinox? In the northern hemisphere, the vernal equinox falls about March 22nd to 21st. As the sun crosses the celestial equator going north. In the southern hemisphere, the equinox occurs on the 22nd or 23rd of September when the sun moves across the celestial equator. That's when it's crossing through the middle. Now, this was what happens on the vernal equinox. Now, we want to know why is it called. That also I told you. It means vernal means fresh and like new like the spring. That's why it's called the vernal. And the September equinox is called the autumnal equinox because it marks the first day of autumn. Okay. And now, why is the vernal equinox important? Does it make any sense? Does it have any importance? So we have to know about that as well. So there are two equinoxes a year. One is the autumn equinox and one is the spring equinox. And they mark the change in season. According to space though, the vernal equinox is bigger than that. It's most important astronomical event of the year. That's because it marks the beginning of an astronomical year. So that which starts with January, February. In the astronomy, what happens, that's going to go very difficult for you. So we'll just astronomical year begins. That's how we calculate. That's how the astrologers calculate what's happening and what's going to happen. How long does an equinox last? 12 hours. On the equinox night, the day are nearly the same length, 12 hours all over the world. So those days are always the same. Okay, so that is all about equinox. Now we knew about the seasons, the 4 seasons, and again it's divided into 6 parts, which I told you. And what are the names of the 6 seasons also I told you. One is classified into, they are named as spring, autumn, winter, monsoon and pre-vernal monsoons. Okay. What months are in each season? Okay, so we have to come to know about that, what months are in the each season. So in the next video, I am going to explain it to you what are the months in the next season. Okay guys, so I'll be just back. Don't worry, I am there.